Now, you might not have an Android phone for testing, but you need one because Android phones by default have the Chrome browser, which supports all progressive web app features, so we want to use that. Yes, you could install that on iOS, but on the iOS simulator, it's actually not as easily possible to, well, go back to the home screen, install new apps, as it is on the Android simulator. Or to be precise, there you don't need to do that. So that's why I'll use Android. There we have the whole testing setup already working out of the box. And another nice bonus, the Android Studio, which I downloaded here, you can find a file with setup instructions attached to this video. Android Studio works on Mac and Windows. So that is why I choose that. And there I will simply create a new application. And I don't need to configure anything special there because I don't really care about the application we create here. I just want to have a Android application. And once the project did open, I'm only interested in one specific tool, which we can find under Tools, Android, the AVD Manager, which is the device manager. Because I want to start a device, a virtual device, which allows me to basically test this application. So let's click this play button here or create a new virtual device where you pick any blueprint you want to use. I'll stick to the one I already have here to start this virtual device. Now this will take a couple of seconds. Again, you'll find a document where this is explained attached to this video. Now I'll be back once this did start up here. So the device started here on my machine. Now again, that's a virtual device. The cool thing is here we can open Chrome and accept this, thank you. And in there, simply open our web app. Now localhost 8080 won't work here because that refers to the localhost on that simulator. But we can visit 10.022.8080, which is like a proxy to our localhost on the local machine. And there you see this application. This application you saw in the browser a few seconds ago, now running on a, well, real device, on a real simulator of a real device. Now we want to see if we can actually add it to the home screen. And you would be prompted whether you want to install it or not after a certain amount of criteria are met. More about this in the next lecture. But for now, I will simply click Add to Home Screen here. Now, as you can see, this already suggests this icon and this text, which is our short name. And if I click Add and go back to the home screen, you see our icon here with our short name. If I click on it, you actually saw this splash screen for a brief second. Let me quickly dismiss this application and open it again. Watch closely. Here's the splash screen. And you also see in the task switcher, here's the Chrome browser, but this is our application. It has this standalone view with our own theme color in the toolbar. This is not the Chrome toolbar, it's our own toolbar with our icon, the short name, and our theme color. So it's not this toolbar, watch closely, we have an icon here. It's a separate toolbar created by the task switcher because we did set up an icon, a short name, and a theme color. And it is displayed next to Chrome, so it really runs standalone, which we specified. If we switch orientation here, you see we stick to portrait mode. No matter how I turn this, even here it doesn't flip because we specified portrait primary. So this is our web application running on a native device. Now, as I said, we installed it manually by clicking Add to Home Screen, but you would also be prompted by the browser if a couple of conditions are fulfilled. Now, why would this be nice? Because if the browser asks the user if he wants to install it, well, that's obviously much better because here the user has to actively go to the menu and add our page. Well, if the browser asks, which would be a ribbon coming up from the bottom here, we might be much more inclined to actually add it. Now we'll show you the conditions and how this banner will look like in the next lecture.